What is going on, you guys? It's Brandon again, coming back with another great review. Today we've got a product by a company called Axloie. Yeah, I think it's called Axloie, Axloie. Anyway.
A few moments later.
What is going on, you guys? Brandon again, coming back with another great review. Today we've got a product from a company called Axloie, and this right here is going to be their Bluetooth speaker. So opening it up, the button layout on the speaker is very similar to the traditional Bluetooth speaker button layouts. You got the increase volume, decrease volume. The triangle is going to be the pause button. The Bluetooth symbol is obviously going to be to activate the Bluetooth. Has the power button on the back, the bass button, and then the charging, which is USB Type-C. Comes with the Type-C charger as well. It also comes with a special gift. You can get first, second, or third prize. You have a chance of winning a $10, $20, or $30 gift card, so that's kind of cool. You might be able to actually get your money back on spending for the speaker. One of the things I do like about this speaker that I noticed when I was using it is that no matter which way you turn it, the sound is like coming at you. So I was using it out at the grill, and I was kind of like flipping the burgers and stuff, and I was trying to turn it to see like where the best volume was, you know, to like blast me in the face. And the volume comes from like all around. It seems like there's speakers from like all directions of this. So if you place this, you know, in the middle or somewhere in the room, it's gonna disperse the music relatively easily. Whereas compared to like this JBL speaker here, the speakers are mostly coming from one direction, basically directing most of the sound in one direction, whereas this is very noticeably in all directions, which I do like. The one downside for this though is that it is obviously clearly much larger than say the JBL. The one thing though, it does get pretty loud. I would say the JBL is definitely louder. It does have a bass button on the back. But after using it and testing it, the bass was not really that good, but it was okay. I'd say the JBL in that department is still gonna win on the bass. Yeah, so compared to the JBL, this is gonna be a little bit bigger, not quite as loud as the JBL, and the bass isn't gonna be quite as loud as the JBL. But the price point on this is obviously gonna be out of the JBL by quite a bit. I'll go ahead and bloop the price up for this speaker here on the screen. It's really not that bad, but again, the downside is that it's pretty dang big. If you have basketball shorts or something, you can kind of like, you know, stick it in your pocket and then walk where you need to go. The distance on here is pretty dang good though. I was cooking in the backyard, and then I came into the kitchen and then had to grab something out of the living room, and it was still playing music the whole time. Didn't really interfere much, but as far as range goes, it has a pretty decent range. We'll go ahead and just dive into the specs of this real quick, just so I have a full understanding. So it does have that 360 surround sound, acoustic design that I was talking about. The battery life is 12 hours. It is an IPX7, which is going to be pretty dang water resistant. You know, you might be able to let this thing sit out in the rain. I would not advise that, but if it did sit out in the rain, it would probably still be fine. It's had the voice assistant, and it says dual EQ mode with bass boost for sports. As far as specs go, that's really all I could find. I couldn't find an exact distance for how far the speaker is gonna like travel for Bluetooth, but like I said, it is a pretty good distance. I do like the speaker. It sounds pretty dang good. It's loud enough. It doesn't need to be booming loud. The Bluetooth is a pretty good distance. The battery life on it is pretty good. It's a USB Type-C, so that's really good. Really, the only drawback on it is going to be the size is pretty large, and the bass on it really isn't the best, but it does have that 360 audio, so I feel like that kind of makes up for it. So, you know, it's going to play in all directions, and everyone's going to hear the audio evenly instead of having the audio like blasting in one direction. So realistically, I would say that if you're trying to find a budget Bluetooth speaker, this is actually a pretty dang good Bluetooth speaker. If you want to check it out, there'll be a link down below where you can pick it up and grab it yourself, and go ahead and try it out if you're trying to find that budget Bluetooth speaker. You don't want to, you know, pay all the money for the JBL, but you still want a Bluetooth speaker that you can, you know, take around with you. You know, this might be something you want to look into. If you liked the video, please go ahead, leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the bell button, do all that stuff. It's greatly appreciated, and I'll see y'all next time.
But you keep pulling me